Hello. I want to take a minute to go over some functionality added to our March 2021 release, which is 4.34. Specifically, it's around the auto generation of lot numbers for produced products. Now, this process was added, this ability was added to the application 6 months or so ago, a few releases ago, but it is really there to expand some of this functionality. So to get started with this, let me just go ahead and bring up a formula. And I want to show you what we've already done to kind of give you a feel for what we've expanded in this release. So what we're talking about is a scenario when you're going to put an item on hand on a product. So I've got a lot tracked item here with a lot number being generated automatically. In previous versions, you would have seen basically the batch number be the same as the lot number, or you could manually come in and type it. A few versions ago, we added the ability to have the system auto-generate a lot number for you, and that's what you're seeing here. And that was done under facility setup, and more specifically, so I'm under facility setup, which is under the settings application facility setup. You go to the facility that we're talking about, and this is an area in which you can define the lot assignment. The right hand side is basically the sequence of the lot number from basically left hand on. So this is a mask showing you basically what I've done. I've added an alphanumeric L dash, and then the next sequence behind it is the sequence number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. For this item. So in effect, what this is doing is saying that for every time I make this item, I want it to increment the lot number one time. That's just an example of some of the configuration options you have. You've got a lot of other different ways you can put segments in. You just pick the segment type and then add it. This was done versions ago. If you find this interesting, certainly reach out to us and we're happy to walk through that with you. What we added in this release is taking this same functionality from the facility and driving it further so that you can control it by the batch type. So let me bring that up for a second. Go Application, Batch Types. And under batch types in my demo environment for this company, I've got 3 batch types. I've got a brew, a fermentation, and a packaging batch type. So all my brew formulas get this type of batch type. All my fermentation formulas get this, packaging, etc. Again, I'm in a brewery environment in my demo data, but it could also be the same for other food, chemical, etc. Any different types of batches that you've got. Again, batch types have been around for a long time. What we added in this release is the ability to control the lot numbering by batch type. So if it is a brew batch type, the lot number is going to start with the word wart dash, and then it looks like it goes to the batch number. So I'm actually going to pick up a batch number and a lot sequence and an end sequence. So basically I'm creating this lot number that looks like this for this particular batch type. If I change to ferment, maybe I'm doing a bright dash XX, and that XX is the lot sequence. Every time I put on another lot, it gives it another sequential number. And then finally, I've got a packaging, which is similar. In this case, I'm showing you that I've got a P colon. So in other words, it starts with just a constant. And then I add year for the transaction date, and then I add the Julian date behind that. So year 21, Julian date 010 as an example. So this is the definition we've always had. This model has always been here, but now you have the ability to show them separately or have different configurations depending on the type of batch you're processing. So in this case, let me just kind of show you what I'm talking about. If I come in and I create a, let's call it a fermentation log, I'll just go and create an IPA fermentation log, and the result of my fermentation, of course, is going to be my bright beer. As soon as I pick that up, I'll do my bright beer. It's going to use that lot configuration that we used for ferment, picking up bright dash, and then the next sequential number as I've made that. Now you have the configuration of having the system auto-assign lot numbers at the batch type level. Know that you always have, this is all completely optional. You could revert back to where we were before, and that is nothing shows up here, and I could type a lot number in here if I want, or I could have the system simply default from the batch number. None of that has changed. We've just added the ability to auto-configure an end item lot number and configure that all the way down to the batch and within batch by the batch type. I said facility within the facility and then the batch type level. Anyway, we hope that helps. This is a great example of we put something out and then got some feedback and we just continue to dive deeper into it. So let us know if there's anything we can do to help, and we really appreciate the feedback. Thanks a lot and have a great day.